driving deep into our wounds. Yet I will be ripped apart before I choose a side. Yet the shadow of glass beneath my feet cuts this godforsaken street. Why can't we make things disappear? Steal the poison from our tears. Oh, crooked crosses pinned on the walls. Slow destruction of our childhood homes. High illusions, they're seen no more, no rocky crosses pinned on the walls. Slow destruction of our childhood homes. High illusions, they're seen no more, no
Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of LB and Sai. Hope you guys are all doing well, guys. Do me a favor, man. Smash the like button up straight away as soon as you get in, man. Get these likes up for me. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. And don't forget, guys, yeah, tonight we've got Brazil versus Argentina. Watch along, 11:30 UK time in about 2 hours. Yeah, we will be there. Echeverry, hopefully. Oh, obviously, if Echeverry's not starting, by the way, it's getting cancelled. I'm just warning you guys now, yeah? If he doesn't start, it's getting binned off. I'm not staying up till 1:30 in the morning watching some random Argentinian Donnies, yeah? So, providing he starts, which he should start, given the fact he's the captain, we will be there. So, make sure you join me for that later on. We'll find streams and we'll find shit for that later. Don't worry about that, man. I've seen people asking, where's the game? Where's the game? Relax. I'm going live half an hour before the game. We'll find a stream and we can get on it. Yeah, Subia Bray. Subia Bray. Did you know that there's a guy called the guy that's coming through the Argentina like youth phase? He's 20, yeah, and he's a left winger and he's called Subia Bray.
It's good.
Shit. No, it was fucking sick, to be fair.
Okay,
he was actually, bro. He's actually cooking. I watched him versus Chile, yeah, and he was actually cooking on gas. So,
Argentinian or Brazilian?
No, Argentinian.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're starting tonight. Sudamericano starts tonight. You know where Echeverry is?
Yeah.
And what was mad is when we were signing Victor Hayes, I thought, you know what? This kid, Victor Hayes, is going to play for Brazil. And the first game would have been Argentina, Echeverry versus Brazil, Victor Hayes, but he's not been selected. So, well, probably a good thing he didn't get selected because we fucking need him. But anyway,
he wasn't selected because he's going to us. No.
Nah, he's just not. He's not reached that level of Brazil. He's only played for the under-18s, and this is the under-20s. So,
shit.
Yeah, pretty mad, really. But yeah. Anyway, guys, smash the likes. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, bro. What's going on, man?
Fuck, not much, bro. I'm Insta updating my Twitter every 7 seconds to see if we signed a DM, and we haven't.
Have we signed one yet?
Well, just updated again. No, we haven't. And until we do, we will. He reminds me of you when we were out in Manchester last time. Until we get a DM, we will see games and results like the game in Paris. And
yeah,
even though, as I told you before we came on here, it doesn't hurt as much and as what it did early in the season, because now I'm expecting it.
Yeah, I know. It's not a shock anymore, is it?
No.
No,
no.
I agree. Still doesn't
I
hurt as
can
much as
sleep
did
on it.
earlier on.
Yeah, I can sleep on it. I can take the band at the office, but we just shit in the middle of the pitch, and with no Diaz, we just shit, like complete shit. Maybe our attack can bail us out, but they need to score like 4 goals to do that, and that's not an easy task.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you that it doesn't hurt as much in terms of like the lag. Like at the time, obviously, like you're gutted and you're fuming and you're upset and like whatever. Like during the watch along, I was obviously gutted and I'm annoyed and stuff. But like even in the post match, like I'd done the panel show, like I was chill, like pretty calm. I was just like, there's only so many times you can get like so angry about the same thing before you just like, yeah. And like, I'm not being funny, but I said it at halftime. As soon as Diaz went off, I said it at halftime. And I know for a fact, most of you guys in the chat would have probably been thinking the same thing because, you know, we're all conditioned to this now. And Sai said it as well. As soon as Diaz went off at halftime, we was just all like, yeah, we'll probably lose this game. Then we fluked our way up to 2-0. But even then, at 2-0, people are not confident at 2-0. And yeah, it's just a shame, man, because like you should be annoyed and you should be frustrated because when you go 2-0 up and you're throwing it away, like you should be frustrated, you should be annoyed, and you should be saying, "What the fuck is going on?" And you might do it for like a couple of minutes, but then at the end of the day, we all know the situation. You said it just then. Until we get a DM, this will continue.
Yeah,
and the problem that we've got is obviously the fixtures coming up are huge, and tomorrow for me is a must-win game. If we don't win tomorrow, I really think we're going to struggle getting in that top 4.
Yeah.
I really, really do. Just with the fixtures, bro.
Yeah. Yes. Yes and no. I think one of the reasons why we're not that upset anymore is that we are not competing for anything. We all know that even though we qualify for the Champions League knockout stages, we won't win that tournament this season. Even if we get a DM like
can I ask you a question then on that? Can I ask you a question on that, right? Because there's a bit of a debate going on in the city.
I want to go out. I want to go out.
Why?
Because
now you want to get beat off Bruges.
I'd rather, because I know we won't win it unless we get a Baleba or Bruno G.
I don't want to get knocked out, man. I don't
yeah,
want
but wait.
No.
So this entire season, the problem has been that we keep getting new injuries because we play players who's not fit to play, but we have to play them due to other injuries incoming, right? So for me, I don't see if we beat Bruges and we end like 24 and Real Madrid and 9, we'll play them in 2 games. I don't want that shit.
No, I do want that shit. I'd rather get.
I don't want that shit because we won't win in LB. I don't want the extra game.
I'd rather get knocked out off of Real Madrid, than Bruges.
No, but that's just 2 extra. Look where those games are, bro. You're talking to me about top 4. No, if you're talking to me about top 4, you don't want.
It's embarrassing. Getting knocked out of the league phase for Manchester City is mad embarrassing, man. At least if we get knocked out of Real Madrid, we can be like, yo, we got knocked out.
Season. It's one fucking season.
Nah, man. I just can't get behind it. I can't get behind getting knocked out in the fucking league phase.
You don't want Champions League next season, no?
Yes, I do want Champions League.
Okay. Then tell me.
But I don't believe
you just talked about the fixtures. If you put Real Madrid 2 games against Real Madrid in between these fixtures in February, do you think that will hurt our chances with how we're playing this season and the injuries we have?
I honestly don't think it makes it.
Let's be real, man.
No, honestly, man, I really don't think this makes any difference whatsoever. Because the thing is, we brought in recruits now. We brought in another 2 defenders. We brought in Mamouche. We're going to get another player, maybe Cambiasso. We should get Douglas Luiz in.
Yeah, it won't change anything, bro. If you get Douglas Luiz in, we won't win the Champions League.
No, but
you don't any other. Bro,
no, that's not my point. That's not my point. I'm not saying we'll win it.
Your pride, bro.
My point,
and then you're
not understanding. My point, Si, is that if we bring in these players, we can still go for the Champions League and qualify in the top 4.
Bro,
if we didn't make any signings in January, I get what you're saying because we have no players, right? But we're bringing in 3 players. We're probably going to bring in another 2 players.
Yeah, but we're not bringing in the player we need, bro. And we're not bringing in ready-made players.
We brought in enough players to rotate the team to be able to qualify for the Champions League next year. We can't be going out of the league phase.
But it doesn't matter, bro. This just accept this is the season where they can banter us, they can throw shit at us, whatever, then we'll be back. But if we're back next season and we don't have the Champions League, getting the right players in the summer will get more difficult. We will get a lot more banter for a whole fucking season by not being in the Champions League. We can you agree with me? We're not going to win the Champions League this season.
It's unlikely.
Say it.
It's unlikely.
Give me a percentage.
What? Of winning it?
Of winning it. And if it's more than 1%, I will add another beer to the 6 beers you owe me.
I think maybe 7% chance.
Nah. Bro. I love you. Oh, but that's ridiculous. But you can't say that with this season. You can't. You just can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can say it, bro. I
Chat,
can say
chat,
it. 100%
chat.
I can say it, bro. Like, the thing is, yeah, if we brought in Douglas Luiz and Cambiasso, you're telling me, right, that this squad is so shit that we can't even try.
We could, you're not hearing me. We could try, but winning it, we won't win it. Even getting those players won't win us the Champions League. So for me, I'd rather focus on the FA Cup, win that, get the top 4, be ready for the Club World Cup.
Right.
Because I want to win that now. You made me want to win that fucking tournament when you said it's every 4 years. Because you remember, you slated me for not thinking about that tournament.
Yeah.
Now get on board with me. We're not winning the Champions League, so I don't want extra games just for the sake of the games,
bro. The thing is, we bought these players in to be able to compete for both trophies. We've not brought in 3 players. We're probably going to get another 2 players, maybe definitely 1, but maybe 2. We've not brought all these extra players in just to fuck the Champions League off and be like, oh yeah, we'll just sack it off. We brought in enough players now to be able to fight on both fronts. That's the point.
Bro, you don't even believe that we win the Champions League.
I don't believe we can get top 4. Doesn't mean I'm just going to sack the Premier League games off, bro.
No, but so we all know we're in a bad spot, but we can increase the possibilities of us doing something by cutting other things off. So like in the Champions League, where you have 2 other games, 2 knockout games before the round of 16 even begins, and which is placed in a very difficult fixture list between what was it, Newcastle and Liverpool and something like that. And the other game was also a very difficult spot. We don't need that. We definitely don't need. If you really want to get out of this period of fixtures, you don't want to play like a Real Madrid twice in that. Adding that,
I do.
Don't want that.
I do. I want it.
Okay, so you don't want anything then.
No, I want it. I think if we're bringing in these players, yeah, we have enough players in the squad to compete for the Champions League, FA Cup, and get the top 5 of the Premier League. We brought in 3 players, and Fabrizio's saying we're going to buy at least another one. We can't just throw the Champions League, bro.
Now you're being disingenuous because you said in the beginning of Jan that if we don't get the DM, this is a shit window either way. So now you're flip-flopping.
No, I'm not flip-flopping.
You said to me,
it's a shit window still.
It doesn't matter what we do. If we don't get a DM, it's a 3 out of 10. You said that to me.
And I agree. I still think it's a 3 out of
10 then make us challengers for the Champions League and get all the other stuff we want.
Because I want to go out fighting. I'm not just going to go out in the league phase. Yeah, we were treble winners 2 years ago, and now we're going out in the league phase. F that, man. Yeah, I want to get out of this league phase, get into that playoff, try and win that, and go as far as we can. And when we get knocked out, we'll go, you know what? We gave it our best fucking shot, but we didn't have. We just didn't have it this year. We've not got the players, whatever, and then we just fight for whatever else we got. So, by the way, let me just say this as well: if we're as shit as what everyone's saying, we'll be knocked out in February anyway. So it's only an extra couple of games.
Well, it will be 4 more games, but yes. So what do you want? You'd rather us get knocked out of Real Madrid 2 extra games, just say that. And then because we played that, we probably, let's just say we had a chance to win and draw of the Premier League games, right? But because we play Madrid, which will take its toll, we probably lose those 2 games instead. And now you put us out of the top 4 and we're out of Champions League either way. How is that beneficiary? Like, it makes no sense, bro. We need to take what we can this season.
Nah, for me,
we need it.
You can't just be throwing it away, man. We've got to try. We've got to try, man.
We're not say. I'm not saying to throw it away, but
You're just saying you'd
won't
rather
mind.
go out. That's my point.
I'd rather go out. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't rather go.
But
What
for
do
the
what do you
other,
do? What do you do if you say no, you would rather go out? What would you do if City managed to get to the final? What would you do then?
well, see you in Munich.
Bro, no, serious or real talk though. If you saying this now and City get to the final, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna roast you to the end of time. I'm gonna roast you for the
I
end
will let
of
you roast.
time.
But wait. Okay, we get to the final and we don't get top 5 on Champions League next season. We lose the final. I will come for your ass so hard you don't even understand, bro.
What?
Pause.
Whoa, bro! You need
Pause.
to chill. You need to chill, bro. What the freak, bro? What the fuck is going on?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, are you going to prison?
Are you taking the fucking piss?
Relax on the mix, bro.
That was a funny one.
Yeah,
all right, okay.
No Diddy.
Listen, for me, we obviously have different opinions there. I don't want to do what you're saying. I want to try and go all out. I don't want to get knocked out of the league phase. I think that's embarrassing. I don't want to get knocked out.
Embarrassing.
I don't want to get knocked out in the playoffs. I just want to go as long as we can. And when we get knocked out, we'd be like, yo, fairs. But I ain't sitting here saying I want to go out. I ain't saying that, man. I ain't saying, especially when even if we go out the Champions League, bro, there's no guarantee that we'll get top 5 anyway.
No, but it will increase our odds of getting top 5, bro. Lesser games means higher possibility of winning other games because we can manage them better. And especially in this season where we have so many injuries, I don't understand how you can't see the logic in it.
No. But the injuries have been in defense.
You're greedy, bro. You're greedy.
No, not greedy.
Greedy, man.
The main issue, the main injury issues we've had this year has been in defense. We've just bought 2 new defenders. So what's the problem? Stones is now back. We've got 2 new defenders in.
Both can play in the Bruges game, right? So we have to play Stones, Akanji, Gvardiol, Nunes. Stones probably get injured in that game as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Bro, it's just not the season to be greedy. It's the season to find what we should put our resources in and then go with it.
I think it's the season to accept that we're crap, yeah? But at the same time, we don't just give up, bro. We go to the end, man. We fight to the end of it, and we when we get knocked out, we get knocked out. But we can't just be giving up, bro.
Yeah,
no way.
Just remember, if we go through and we lose in those 2 knockout games and we don't get top 4, I will come for you. Pause.
Okay. You've been mad tonight, bro. All right then, guys. Well, I've done a poll in the chat. Let's have a look what you guys are saying. Big up to everyone in the chat, man. The question in the poll was, and if you're watching back on replay, then you have to let us know in the comment section. But the poll was, do you want to get knocked out of the Champions League? And obviously, the reason you want to get knocked out of the Champions League is what Si said, so you can focus on the Premier League games and the FA Cup as well.
And the Club World Cup.
Yeah, but that's at the end of the season.
Yeah, bro. But if we keep playing, if this continues to go on, we won't get out of the wheel of injuries. We need to get out of it.
Yeah, but we've also got a transfer window before the Club World Cup.
Yes, 10 days, bro. We don't even know how that will work with other clubs. We have 10 days in June.
Yeah,
you think it's easy?
Well, yeah, it's easy, man. The season's finished. The season's finished.
Bro, it's just finished and people go on vacation. I don't think that'll be as easy as you say, unless we've got pre-agreements.
If you're trying to buy Manchester City, trying to buy a player, right, who's not at an elite level club, and you say, right, your season's finished, you're done, we're trying to sign you. What you think they're going to be like? Soz, mate, I'm going Maldives.
Wait, not an elite level club. What we're going to do in the summer is get the elite players, bro.
Yeah, but like Baleba, for example, is not at an elite level club. If it's Baleba that we're trying to sign,
fair. But you think we would do it?
Bro, if we ring up Baleba in June and say, bro, we want you now. You've got to sign in this 10-day window. Bro, what do you think he's going to say no? Of course he's going to say yeah. And Brighton are going to be like, yeah, because it's the end of the season. They're not bothered whether it's June or August.
I'm just saying, I don't think we have that window have never existed before. We don't know how it will go. I don't think it will be as easy as, getting deals done in 10 days.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at this poll then anyway. So do you want to get knocked out of the Champions League was the question, guys. There's only been 270 votes, so there's still quite a lot of people that have not voted on the poll. Go to the live chat section. You can vote. If you're watching back on replay, give us your comments down below. 70% of people in the chat are saying they're with me. You want to try. And 30% of people are basically saying, no, get us out. Yeah. We need to focus on the league, which I understand where you're coming from. I just disagree with your opinions. Let me go to some of these chats, man. Big up to you guys. Guys, make sure you are smashing up the likes. Reminder as well, we will be watching Echeverry later on for Argentina versus Brazil. The game kicks off at 11:30 UK time, and we'll be live at 11 p.m. Big up to LB. Says it's for the greater good, LB. We're already goosed. Nah, bro. Listen, mate, I've been disagreeing with this guy loads recently. But you used to get on, yeah. And fucking you called LB, yeah. You're giving me a bad name, bro.
I agree. I rarely agree with LB, but I like this LB. This LB is good.
I've been shush, Bray. Built to you, man. Built to Matty as well. Says we'll go through, but the extra games will be a burden. Just like no DM could cost us top 4, so could the 4 extra games against the top opposition. Says Matty. I hear it, bro. I do hear. Listen, I'm not dismissive of what you're saying. I understand your logic, and I get your logic. I'm not saying your logic's flawed. I just disagree in principle. It's a principle thing with me. Not that I disagree with what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. But big up to you, Matty. Big up, fan. Big up to Benno as well. Says, just seen Walk's goodbye video. Gutted it ended like this. Yeah, Walker has now left. It is a loan deal, but obviously it'll be a permanent deal.
He's not coming back. He's not.
Yeah. How are you feeling, bro, about this?
Well, split. I'm split. You can't really, he's been probably our best right back ever, maybe some would argue, maybe even the best in Premier League. He's won so much for us. What is it, 7 or 8 years? It's sad to see it
17. I think it's 17 trophies he's won.
Yeah, 17 trophies since 2017 as well. It's sad that it ends this way because he's been such a massive player for us. But to see your captain leave in the middle of the season, in the season where we're struggling, it's a bad look, isn't it? It is a bad look. No way. If you isolate that is a bad look. How will you do it? I understand why he's doing it, but no, it doesn't matter how you cut the cheese. When your captain leaves in the middle of the season, you're struggling, that is not a good look. I understand why he does it. But
it's not a good look, but it's for the greater good.
It is, yes, I understand, but
it's not a good look. But I think it needed to be done. I think it needed to be done.
It did need it. It did need it to be done. Yes,
unfortunately, we kept him too long. He should have gone off the treble year. Really, should have gone after the treble year. He definitely should have gone this summer. Yeah. We've kept him too long. We've ran him into the ground, and unfortunately, he's just nowhere near the level that we need. And he was really bad on the football pitch for us. Really, really bad. He was getting cooked off the fans, and listen, criticism is absolutely fine. I will never say you can't criticize a player. He was getting mad abuse as well, and it was just getting a bit nasty, a bit toxic. And for me personally, I agree that it's not a good look that your captain's leaving halfway through a season. However, I think you've got to contextualize what's going on. And for me, I think it was the right thing. I don't look at it and go, oh, he's fucking bailed on us. This is an absolute disgrace. Kyle Walker's a shit captain. And I look at it and go, you know what? You know how hard that must have been for him to look himself in the mirror and go, I can't do this anymore. I'm not good enough to play for this team. I can't lead this team. I've lost the fans. I've got to lead. You know how hard that's got to be to do that? That is rough. That is really, really rough, man. So I don't have a problem with him leaving one bit, and I honestly wish him all the best. I might even watch a couple AC Milan games. I hope he finishes his career strong. I hope he goes to AC Milan and has a good season and plays well and does what he needs to do. But I think this is a lesson to the football club. It's a lesson to the manager. It's a lesson to us as fans. It's a lesson to everybody associated with Manchester City Football Club. Be very, very careful about keeping players too long. Now, this might be a consideration when it comes to Kevin De Bruyne. We've spoke about this a lot in the past.
Yeah.
We have to be careful, because when you've got a player who's got an amazing legacy at your football club, a legend, no doubt in my mind that Kyle Walker's a legend, and it's ended like this. I'm sure in like a couple of years, no one will remember this, right? No one will remember this. Like, people always just remember the good times, but right now it's not nice, is it? It's not nice. So yeah, I think we just have to bear that in mind with the Kevin De Bruyne situation. And whilst I was very, very critical, about the sale of Riyad Mahrez. I thought the price was shocking, and I thought it was a terrible sale. We didn't replace him whatsoever. Part of me now, I look back at it, guys, and I'm kind of like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy with it, man. I'm kind of happy that he decided to leave in the end.
At the top. That's what you mean. He decided to leave
he left at
the top. Yeah. So one of the things for me in this, what you're talking about, is we've always, as a club, been really good at getting rid of players when their career is on the downtrodden. But recently we haven't, and I think is a lot on Pep. Pep even admitted this season, I didn't want any new players in. If you're not getting new players in, we're not letting anyone leave, right? And some of it is that I think he's lost some of his ruthlessness. What the fuck's happening? His ruthlessness, where in the early days, if you didn't perform, you were out. But now he's been here so long, so he's like created a lot of strong relationships and friendships with the players, which I think maybe sometimes clouds his judgment of, is they still at the level required to be here? And if then they have a purple patch, that then papers over the cracks if he even had doubts about them. So I think Pep needs to, snap out of it, be professional, look at it. Is he good enough or not? Is it time to move him on and not just, live in the relationships?
Well, this is why for me, when it comes to Kevin De Bruyne, obviously I have flip-flopped massively on Kevin De Bruyne and what to do with his new contract. And listen, I'm not asked. I'll be called a flip-flop. I don't give a shit. I change my mind on a daily. When it comes to Kev, I think the correct answer, and someone said this on the panel show the other night, the correct answer when it comes to Kevin De Bruyne, in my opinion, is to see where he's at the end of February. Give him. He's had a couple of games now. He's looked decent in a couple of them, now in a couple of them. Give him another month. Give him to the end of February, and let's assess where he's at. And I think if he's cooking, then I think you should probably give him a new contract. If the signs of decline, probably.
Why not just wait until summer? Why?
Well, you could do. However, I would imagine, and I don't know, this might not be true. I would imagine that maybe KDB and his family, because remember he's got kids, got young children, they'll probably want to know what's going on.
That's a good argument.
His wife, for example, if he went home and went, right, City have said to me that they're going to wait until May to decide what they do with the contract. And she goes, so they might ring you up in May and say they're not giving you a new contract. He says, yeah. And then we've got to just decide last minute where we're going. Saudi Arabia, China, MLS. We've got to find the right club. We've got to find the right environment. We've got to find the right homes. We've got to find the right location. We've got to find the right schools in the space of a month. They because he's got a family, they might want more time. So you might give her a little bit more pressure. But maybe you could do it in March. Maybe you could do March. Maybe you could do April. I don't know. I just think we need to probably wait a little bit. Here's the thing, right? And I've said this in the past. If you could say to me, guaranteed, LB, I guarantee you can get either Wirtz or Musiala in the summer, I'd let Kevin De Bruyne go.
Not necessarily for me. I would love them to have a season with Kevin. But for me, it depends on who else leaves. So let's say we refresh everything. Let's just say Kovacic, Gundo, Nunes, Bernardo, Grealish. If all those leave, right? You don't need Kevin to leave. You know what I mean? You could give him one more year with the experience and then have him as a kind of mentor for, let's say, someone like Musiala or Wirtz or whoever, who then comes in with a bunch of other players with legs. And they will have legs and hunger. And if you put Kevin in a team where there's legs for days around him, that's where he will excel, bro. So
I agree.
So it depends on who else leave. If no other player leaves, then maybe we should make room by not extending it if he's not fit or not running or not good anymore, right? But I think it's very. It depends on many things for me if he should stay or not.
Yeah. Chris says, pretty sure Kevin has said that his wife and kids see Manchester as a home and that they love it here. Yeah, they probably do love it here. But the fact is, if City decide that they're not giving him a new contract, then he's got to leave unless he wants to join United. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, they probably don't want to wait until May or June to be told what's going on.
Yeah.
So we probably will have to make a decision, maybe in March, maybe in April, like, you know, maybe we can make it like extend it till April. But I don't know, man. It all depends for me on like who we can get in. Like, if we can get a Verts or Musiala, and people are saying to me Xavi Simons is mint as well. Like, if we can get maybe one of them three, then I maybe let him go. But if you're getting someone like a Sudakov or someone like that, then mate, I don't know, mate. Like, for me, I've got to be like, I've got to keep this guy for one more year. And I know it's not ideal. I don't. To be honest with you guys, here's where I'm really at. I probably want to let him go in the summer, but like, I don't know if I can let him go if I can't get a legit replacement. We've got to get a replacement, man. We've got to get a creator.
Well, for me, it depends, as I said, who else is coming in? Who are we letting go? We still want some experience and some leadership in there. And even though his legs might be gone, if he's in the right squad for a season more, he will still give us at least 20 GNA in the league. At least.
You know what? This is a good point, actually. It'll be interesting to see how Omar Mamouche does in the middle.
Nah, I don't believe he's no. For me, Omar is Alvarez's replacement. He's not Kevin.
No, I'm not saying he's Kevin. But I'm saying if Omar Mamouche comes into this side and starts creating chances and starts scoring goals, my problem with this current team is I don't have enough goal scorers. I don't have enough creativity. Yeah, we're literally relying on about 3 players, if at best. So if Mamouche can come in and start cooking, and he starts scoring and starts creating goals, I'll be like, you know what? Fair enough. Like, we can let him go because we've got that. If Savio starts cooking on the left, you got Mamouche in the middle. Hopefully, we can bring Foden in there. We can finally get a right winger who can actually play there and do well. Then maybe we can do that. But I don't know. To be honest with you,
but he's not an 8, bro. He's not an 8.
No, he's not an 8. But Kevin De Bruyne's not really an 8 at the moment. He's almost like a second striker. We almost play like a 4-4-2 at the moment. Like, you've seen it against PSG. The amount of times that we just hoofed the ball, it was Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland just stood at the top. We almost play like a 4-2-2 or a 4-4-1-1. That's basically.
I don't know, bro. I think that would be underwhelming. Like,
no, you still have to get another midfielder. You still have to get like an Alex Baena or a Xavi Simons. But what I'm saying is, if Mamouche comes in this season and does well, and then you go and get me Xavi Simons or someone like that, or like Alex Baena, I'll be like, you know what? I can deal with that now because I've got more creativity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's sort of where I'm at, man. But listen, we've been in this situation before. We had it with Vinny Company. We had it with the David Silva. We had it with Aguero. We've let big players left. Yeah, exactly. Fernandinho. We've let these players go in the past and we've been fine. So hopefully we'll be fine again. I personally think he's the greatest City player of all time. So it might be a little bit harder to replace. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Smash these likes up, people, if you've not done so already. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the news coming out yesterday. I think it was about Cambiasso, bro, from Juventus. This guy is basically, he can play anywhere. Left back,
right back, centre mid.
Yeah. Well, what do you make of this potential move? Apparently, Juventus want like 80 mil, but they reckon we can get him for 60 mil. This is euros, by the way.
Yeah,
so 80
euros.
Million, 80 million euros is like what, 73 million, and 60 million is about what, 54, 55. So yeah, about 60 million quid basically is what it's going to be.
Well, from what I've seen and read, I really like him. I think getting him, even as a right back that can, replace Walker and then invert into midfield and help there with legs, would be something that will definitely improve us. He's 24, Italian, and have a lot of the qualities that we're looking for. He has a mean cross as well, both footed. So I really like the signing, but I think Juventus have the upper hand in this negotiation, although I read that they need money, and they just signed 2 center backs who both can play on left back, which is where Cambiaso mainly have been played this season.
Yeah, that Vega guy.
Yeah, and I don't remember the other guy. So they're cheap options, and Vega is a loan option. So
This is Grok, bro. This is Grok. I asked Grok, yeah, do Juventus have financial problems? Yeah, this is what Grok says. Juventus has indeed faced significant financial challenges in recent years, as evidenced by several reports and analysis. Juventus has reported substantial financial losses, with a record loss of 254 million euros for the 2021-2022 season, making the 5th years of consecutive losses. This trend continued into 2023-2024, where they posted a loss of 199 million euros, heavily influenced by not participating in the Champions League. And to address these financial issues, Juventus has sought capital increases from shareholders. In 2023, they announced plans to ask for up to 200 million euros from investors following another yearly loss. So these guys, right, in the last 2 years, have lost what? Fucking 450 million euros.
I don't understand, how could they be eligible to play Champions League next season then? Aren't they breaking the rules of deficit you can have to play in the Champions League?
Well, they were in the Champions League last year.
No, I mean for this, like,
fuck knows. I don't know how it works.
And they're in 5th spot in their league, so they're not even like sure of getting Champions League next season. So if it all hinges on if they're struggling financially and them maybe not getting Champions League and the money that comes with that, then maybe we can strike a deal for Cambiaso, because that deal would probably be kind of 1-to-1. Do you know what I mean? Like what they get. Do you know what I mean? That if they sell him, that's equivalent to getting Champions League money-wise.
Well, yeah, basically. Now they might not want to sell him, but if they've lost 450 million euros in the last 2 years, then obviously they do need to sell players, and we just need the player. And listen, obviously I watched him the other night, and it wasn't a particularly good game to watch him in because it was an awful football match. However, I can fully understand why Manchester City are looking at this guy as a potential option, because the way he plays, man, like I've never seen a 2-footed player like him. He was like, I honestly couldn't tell from the way they played if he's actually left-footed and right-footed. And I know he's both-footed, but like usually players that are both-footed still have a stronger footing, right? So you might be really good with both feet, but you can still tell the players like a little bit right-footed or a little bit left-footed. But really, him, like, I genuinely couldn't tell you if he's left-footed or right-footed from watching him the other night. And he moved around the pitch so effortlessly, like it was so smooth. It was almost like he instinctively knew where to go on the pitch at different times. So he went left wing at times, he went DM at times, he was left back at times, and it was just it was almost like he just knew exactly where to be. And again, it is only one game, and it was an awful football match. You can't really judge him too much, but yeah, I understand why we're looking. He does look like a perfect type of Pep player. He's only 24, so he's got over that sort of inexperience where you might make a lot of errors, but you've also got that growth that can come, between that sort of 24 and 30-year-old period. So listen, I understand why we're looking at him, and we need a right back. We need a right back because we've just sold Walker, and Akanji and Rico Lewis are not it, and nor Matthias Nunes. So why not? Why not? And it wouldn't surprise me. I've said this a lot, bro. It would not surprise me if we got him and just chucked him in the midfield.
Yeah.
And just said, have a go. If we can't get a midfielder, that is, which at this moment in time, I'll be real with you guys. I said it last night. I don't think we're getting a midfielder, man.
No.
I think we'll try and get Douglas Luiz on loan, but if they don't let him take us on loan because they want an obligation to buy, City not doing that, we won't get him.
No.
We won't get him.
It sounds like that's what they want, right? They said no to Chelsea as well. They don't want to do a loan for Luiz.
They want him gone. They need to sell him, obviously, because of the fucking money situation.
Yeah, but like, give me Cambiaso. Let's pay 60 million quid for him. I think that would be an acceptable deal for both parties. And that's probably a bit high. Like that's with January tax for me. If it reaches like 70 or more, I think then it becomes too much. But also, it's not my money. They don't really give a shit. But if I had to look with the club eyes, because you probably get him for 50 or 60 in the summer, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah. But the thing is, if the thing is for me, yeah, if he's the player that they think he's the right player, there's almost no price not to pay, because like if you think he is the right player for the next 10 years, or maybe not 10, but maybe 8 years,
yeah,
then bro, like 70 million is a bargain, 80 million is a bargain. If you think that he is legitimately the one. Now you can't get it wrong, but that's on you as a scout and as a club and as a sporting director to make sure that this is definitely the right guy, which is obviously they've got a couple of them wrong in recent windows. But if you legitimately think he's the one, go and spend the money, because whilst people might question it at the beginning, if it's the one and you get it right, and you should get it right because it's your job to get it right, then no one will care. I said this morning when we bought Walker for 50 million, we got cooked off the media.
and
When we bought Kevin De Bruyne, people roasted us. I thought it was Lira, they said. Yeah, no one's fucking laughing now. Chelsea with Caicedo, 115, 115 million pound they paid for him. Everyone at the time was like, this is crazy. No one's looking at that now going, it's crazy, mate. Now he's one of the best DMs in the league. So people only moan about the price, yeah, at the time of purchase and or if the player turns out to be crap. Which is why people are now roasting Anthony, which is why people roast Grealish, because people don't feel that they've lived up to the value, right?
Yeah.
But no one cares, man. No one cares about these players like Declan Rice. No one cared about his money last year, because last year he was slamming it. And everyone's like, great money, great pay. And that's how it works, man. You really shouldn't be worried about the money, yeah, unless you're really not certain about the player, but then you shouldn't be buying the player in the first place.
Yeah.
Big up to Calvin, says Cambiasso Frimpong wing back season. That's the dream. Marmoush and Foden cutting in from the wings and the fullbacks overlapping. I tell you what, bro, I hope one day before I leave this planet, I hope I manage to see Manchester City with overlapping wingers again. I really do. I miss it, man. I miss overlapping fullbacks. You know, overlapping fullbacks.
Yeah.
Zabaleta, yeah. Mika Richards and Zabaleta, David Silva. It was cash money every time, man. You know what I mean? We used to get the ball on the right hand side. You know, they'll make an overlapping run. You play it there, cash money. When I watched that 6-1 game back, yeah, Man United won, City 6, yeah, Old Trafford. I watch it back. Pretty much, I think every goal bar 2, so 4 of the 6 goals were cutbacks. And I'm like, mate, I need to see this. I need to see this, man. Give me a fucking fullback that can cross a fucking football, mate, yeah?
Just even like cutbacks, like even like a few years back with Sterling and Sane, the amount of goals we scored on cutbacks was insane.
I know.
Every time I went to the byline, you were like, this is a 50-50 good score.
It is a question for you. Do you think Pep's about to try, not try, but like, well, maybe do you think Pep's trying to mold this team more similar to the team of Centurions with Sane and Sterling? Because it seems like that. If you look at his wingers, we've gone from Grealish, Mahrez, and Bernardo, very sort of like, give me the ball, possession-based, possession retention, and it worked. Obviously, we won the treble. But now it seems like it's got Doku, it's got Savio, it's got Oscar Bob, who's a little bit of a hybrid. It seems to me like he's trying to slow, and he's bought Marmoush. It seems like he's morphing back into the style of play that, obviously we can't do it now because we're not going to play, but it seems like he's morphing into that style that we used to play when we won the Centurions.
I don't think anyone have the pace of Sterling or Sane, but I get what you mean. I think he probably recognized that offensive-wise, that's probably the best we ever been. But at that time, our defense wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. Like our defense was a shambles. Not a shambles, but it was. Our defense now is way better player-wise. So if he now has the defensive players he needs, then he can allow us, because we won more with more defensive-minded play than the 17-18 Centurions, if you understand what I mean, right? So now he's maybe, okay, I got the defensive stability. and now I can again have wingers that's more direct and score more goals and run past his man, take more chances because he know that the defense is good enough to, stop counters and all that.
Yeah. So on this Pirlo way, yeah, big up. Obviously, respect the goal, Pirlo, yeah. But I'm not saying he wants to do it now. I think honestly, and some of you are not. I think, and I've said this before, I think we're in pre-season for next year. I really do. I think we're in pre-season. I think the club, I basically fucking realised that we've just fucked it. And listen, the club will try and do what they can do in the Champions League, and they'll try and win the FA Cup, and they'll try and win the Club World Cup. But deep down, they're not idiots. I think they know they fucked it, and I think they're in pre-season, which I think is why they bought 3 players. I think they're going to try and get another 1 or 2 to give us as many games as possible before we get to next season. And then next season, Rodri will be back. We'll buy a proper midfielder, either Baleba, Bruno G, whoever, and then at that point, that will then help Pirlo because Doku and Savio's directness will then help because we'll have the DM. But at the moment, it's kind of like a bit mad because we don't have the DM, and you're absolutely spot on. Without the DM, it's just kind of a mess. But I think we just sort of like, I don't know, man, it's fucking mad, isn't it? Like, how are we talking about not getting Champions League next season?
Yeah, it's crazy. I almost made the most insane bet with one of my mates from work, like before the season. I want to bet him 10,000 kronas that in the next 10 years.
How much is that in like pounds?
It's like £1,500.
What?
And that's because that City wouldn't get outside of top 4 in the next 10 years. But he didn't want to take the bet because he said there's no chance that they're finishing outside the top 4. Do you think he wants the bet now?
Yeah, well, I imagine so. Yeah,
I'm very lucky.
I imagine so, bro.
No one thought that. If you said next season City's not in top 4, no one would have believed that.
Yeah. No, of course not. I mean, Michael Owen did say it, but the thing is, everyone say, "Oh, Michael Owen said it. He knows his stuff." No, he doesn't, because we wouldn't be in this situation if we had Rodri. This situation is because, well, obviously there's more to it than one, right? But
yeah.
The reason we're in this situation is because Rodri's injured. Now, you could say, no, it's not LB. The reason we're in this situation is our signings were shit. Now, I get what you're saying. The signings were shit, but like, if Rodri was not injured, we would definitely be in the top 4.
Yeah.
We would definitely be in the top 4 if Rodri wasn't injured.
Might not win the league, but we will be in and around. Might not win the league,
exactly,
but we will be challenging.
Correct.
Yeah, definitely.
Correct, man. So it's a bit of a madness. Big up to you guys in the chat, man. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes up. Big up to Off Meta. Says, did Pep say if Marmoush or yeah, he said all 3 of them are available.
Yeah. Who do you think plays?
Why do you just ignore Victor Hayes, bro?
Yeah, but who do you think play tomorrow? Did you see my lineup on Twitter?
Yeah, let me get it up. Let me get your lineup up.
Did you see it? Because you never like any of my stuff, you fucker.
Bro, I was fucking.
I like everything you make, bro.
Bro, I was in the gym, man. What you want me
to
do? Interrupt my gains because you want me to like your shit, bro? What you got
bro,
problems?
You lift girly weights. Don't even come with me that
bro,
shit.
Come on, man, bro. I'm on a cup, man. Relax. All right. Okay, so this is your 11. Talk me through your decisions here.
Okay. So
Ortega.
Yeah.
So we're chopping and changing the goalkeeper again. Nice one.
Did you think Ederson did a good job this week against Paris?
I thought his kicking was probably the worst kicking I've ever seen from Edison.
If he's leaving in the summer, for me, that performance should not warrant starting again. I'm sorry. And also, I'm just going to say, but I understand. But you asked why I've chosen what I've chosen. So I'm not going to tell you. Thank you. Shush.
My bad.
So I think in this game tomorrow, we will concede a lot of shots, and we need the better shot stopper for tomorrow. That Ortega will, for me, give us a higher possibility of winning the game because he will stop more shots, and I think we will concede a lot of shots, especially if their midfield aren't injured, which I thought at the time when I did this. But if Caicedo and Enzo and all that is not injured, I think our midfield will have big trouble. But So yeah, I'll go with Ortega.
Okay, that's fine. But if you're picking Ortega, you need to stick with. We can't keep chopping and changing our goalkeepers. It's ridiculous. We have to pick one and stick with him until the rest of it. We can't just keep going. Oh, he could have done that bit better. His kicking was a bit shit, so now we'll go Ortega. And then, fucking Ortega should have saved that header against Brentford. So now we'll put Edison back. No, that has never worked in the history of football. Find me one team that chops and changes the goalkeeper week by week that actually wins. We can't. We've got to stick with the goalkeeper. We do. We have to stick with one.
And I'm sticking with Ortega.
Now, I personally, if Edison is definitely leaving, as much as it pains me to say it, I'd stick with Ortega because I need to see whether this guy's good enough to be a number one. Now, I don't think he is good enough, but I'm open-minded. I'm happy to change my mind. I'm the comedy flip-flop for a reason. But I need to see him for a period of time in the net and see what he's cooking. Right, talk me through that back line. John Stones is. Are you actually risking him? Yeah, you're risking him.
So the problem here is if Stones get injured, we're fucked against Bruges. But I don't give a shit, as I told you before, right? So I don't mind. Yeah. So that's why. So for me in this game, we need to try and win the midfield battle, and we won't do that with Kovacic and Bernardo if their midfield is fit. But the chance we have to win it is inverting Stones. So for tomorrow, with this lineup, I would invert Stones into midfield, which is where he plays the best of his football. So we will actually have a back line of Guardiola, Akanji, and Husanov.
Okay, so understand your situation. Numero uno, John Stones hasn't really played this role since the treble season properly because last year he was just fucking injured the whole season. And guess what? This year, he's been injured the whole fucking season.
I know.
So we don't actually know if he's still good enough to do that role, right? But I hear it. Second point is he's trained for what? Is it 2 days now, guys? Or has he had 3 training sessions now? Do we know how many training sessions John Stones has had? Is it 3 since he's come back from this injury?
Well, it's a risk, you know what I mean?
You're willing to take the risk. I hear it, man. Okay.
Yeah. Because we need, for me, tomorrow, we need to win this game.
Okay, talk to me about Husanov. Why no Rico? Why no Akanji right back? Husanov centre back. Why no Nunes? Talk to me about that situation.
So the reason why I've gone with Guardiola, Akanji, Husanov is, and for Husanov to be on the right, is that if you're in the middle, you're the one, dictating and commanding players, and he can't speak English. So how would he be able to do that? You don't understand. So he needs to be on the right side of the 3-man defense. Also, he is rapid, bro. He has the top speed of Miggy van der Ven, right? And they will have players like Madueke and Neto on the flanks. So we can play Lewis tomorrow as a right back.
Agreed.
For me.
Agreed.
And Nunes, I think he's done okay at right back, but in 2 big games where he played at the right back, he fucked up United and then PSG. So, and for me, we can't reward such a mistake with a starting in such an important game. So for me, this is where we get the biggest chance of winning with this back line with Stones inverting. And it's a risk. I understand it's a risk, but we gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Okay, right. So fair enough. Your back line. You explained it. Bernardo Silva in midfield. Why are you playing Bernardo Silva in midfield?
Bro, lack of options.
Why do you play Nunes? Why not play Gundogan? And Kovacic. We had our best game of the season.
Yeah. Don't do that. Now you're being disingenuous because that's against
no, not genuinely. I would rather play Kovacic and Gundogan than Bernardo Silva.
Okay, that's fine. I've gone with Kovacic and Bernardo just for, I think those two around Stones in midfield, they have more legs than Gundo. So to have mobility.
Now, apparently that's not true. Apparently they've been clocked on a gun thing, and apparently Gundogan was faster now. Chat, you seen the video?
Yeah, but it's not about being faster. It's about moving around. If you can move quick one stretch, but you're not fluent and mobile, it doesn't matter.
I'm just not liking Bernardo Silva on the
But
football pitch.
I'm not loving it, bro. it's
I know,
if I could, I wouldn't play him. But
That is
when
such
I
a
invert
bad
Stones,
feeling.
I'd rather have Kovacic and Bernardo running around him. I understand it's shit, but it's what we got.
All right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And so that's my thought.
No
process.
Marmoush.
Not from the get-go, no. But I was very I was thinking about it because I don't know if Savio got injured in the PSG game. He looked a bit.
He was just hooked, bro.
Yeah, but he looked like in pain at some point.
No, I don't think so. I think he was stinker and
Okay.
hooked.
But because for me, when you invert Stones, then it's better to have Savio on the left to like hawk the touchline. But if you had a 3-man defense of Akanji, Stones, and Husanov, and then Gvardiol pushing up, then you have Mamouche going inside. That would be my like if it's not working in the first half of the game, that would be my backup plan. You understand? If then you hook Savio, then you put Mamouche, but he can then invert from the left because Gvardiol pushes up.
Yeah. No. I hear it. I think. I don't know if I play. I want to play Marmouche, but who am I dropping?
See?
Who do I drop?
Yeah. You would start him. I wouldn't start him.
I think I would start him, bro. In form, he's been the best player in the squad on current form. I know it's not City form. I know it's fucking Frankfurt form. I don't care, man. Still our best player on current form. And I just feel that like he would relish the opportunity to come into this side tomorrow and be like, right, first game, I've had 1 training session, 2 training sessions, I'm playing fucking Chelsea at home. Give me the fucking ball. I'm going to save you.
So many people are writing drop KDB in the chat. You don't remember all the times like KDB dunks on Chelsea, bro. Dunks on them. He loves to play against Chelsea.
Will he still dunk on him at this point in his career? I think, to be honest with you, I'll be real with you. Yeah, any of them 3 are able to be dropped.
Yeah, but Foden on the right, I don't know how good Mamouche is from the right. So
you could play Savio on the right and Marmouche on the left.
True, but
in theory, any 3 of them could be dropped tomorrow.
Yeah. But the best we've seen from Savio was from the left, and the best we've seen from Foden this season has been from the right when he inverts.
Yeah, the problem for Savio is that like he was poor against PSG and he got hooked off at half time. I think if Savio played well against Paris, I don't know where Marmouche would be getting in, but I think that's where he might get in, unless he'll drop KDB and say, Kev, you be ready for Wednesday, Champions League, Bruges. You're going to get us through to the fucking playoff. He might just do that. He might just say to Kev, like, listen, mate, fuck this game. You rest. Yeah. Bruges, when I know you don't want that to happen, right? But Bruges Wednesday, you're going to be fresh for the game and you're going to fucking win that game against Bruges for us. He might just do that and just play Marmouche down the middle. Savio, Marmouche, Foden, which, to be honest with you, that excites me a little bit, you know. Savio, Marmouche, Foden. I'll have a little bit of that. I don't know, man. But
Marmouche is difficult.
We've got to do something, man. We've got to fucking shake it up, mate. Yeah, it's all stale. It's all mad stale, man. Yeah, we need to fucking, get a little bit something going here.
But that's what I'm trying to do with Stones in midfield, bro. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and you know what, as well, bro? Yeah, fuck it. Run that. John Stones, get him in fucking midfield. Say, treble John Stones back. Listen, you might get 40 minutes before he gets injured, but fuck it. Let's see if we can score a couple of goals in that 40 minutes. I think Manzi's right there. Yeah. I think we've just got to fucking try something different, mate. Because we keep trying the same crap, and it's not working. Throw Marmouche in somewhere. Get John Stones pushed into midfield, and let's shake it up a bit. And we'll still lose it. And if we lose, we fucking lose.
Yeah.
We lose it anyway.
We could put Marmouche in the 10 then, because he will run a lot, and Foden and Savio will press. So if we can KDB, have, I mean, we could, because KDB have been playing 90 minutes for the last couple of games outside of the Selfie, right? So And he is 34, so he can play 90 minutes every game. So we need to manage his minutes. So maybe it was difficult not to have Mamouche in it, but yeah.
I might drop Kevin De Bruyne, man.
Yeah, I won't hate on it.
I might drop Kevin and say to Kevin, mate, you just fucking rest.
Yeah.
For Wednesday. You'll start you on Wednesday against Bruges. You're gonna fucking get us through that game. And Mamouche, Savio, and Foden. That's exciting. Does that not excite people? That I think that's pretty exciting front three. Obviously Haaland as well up top, but like as an attacking three, I think that's pretty exciting. I think it's one of our most exciting starting sort of like attackers we've had for a while.
Yeah.
Pace, you know what I mean? All three of them can create. All three of them can take players on and shit. You know what I mean? You've got a goal involvements from Mamouche. Foden starting to chip in now. Savio's sort of like a little bit there, but a little bit not. But he's better than he was at the start of the season. I think we run it, man. I think that's what we do. Drop Kevin De Bruyne, save him for Wednesday, and send Mamouche in and Huzanov. I'm not sure about your defense in terms of the way you've set it up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do there in terms of. I don't know what I'd do with the defense.
If you want to invert Stone into midfield, you need to do it like that.
Could you not play Huzanov down the middle?
No, because he can't speak anything. He can't speak any language some the other guys speak. And when you're in the middle, you're dictating the line. So like it's I don't think that's possible now.
So you stick him out wide.
Yeah, because then he only have to look left.
Who's he going to be up against tomorrow on that right hand side? Was it Sancho?
Yeah, Neto. I don't know. I don't know if they will go with pace on the flanks because
surely it's going to be Sancho, isn't it? Is it Sancho, chat? Who did normally start left wing? Chelsea. It's Sancho, isn't it? Sancho. So it'd be Sancho versus Neto. Sancho or Neto versus Kuzanov. Fucking hell, man! He's just been thrown into the deep
Neto
end
play
there,
on? Oh yeah, I think it's Neto and Madueke normally on the wings.
Yeah, just send him in, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, but they will have
it's either him or Nunes. You can't start Rico. I'm sorry, you can't start Rico right back. And I don't want to really see Nunes either because he'll give a goal away. So yeah. All right, that's interesting. That midfield, I wouldn't play Bernardo and Kovacic. I play Kovacic and Gundogan.
Yeah,
but the rest of it, yeah, Mamouche in for KDB, and I'd play Gundogan for Bernardo. I'd probably stick. I don't know what I'd do with a goalkeeper. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know whether I'm sticking with Ederson, whether I'm going out. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm just like, none of the goalkeepers right now are moving me. I can't lie. I've sort of like, you know what's mad about this whole situation, yeah? Last year, I went from being like, yeah, fucking Ederson and Ortega, fucking yeah. And now I'm like, nah, Ederson don't want to be here, so he can go. I don't want players that don't want to be here. And then Ortega's like, I'm now coming to like realization that he might be our number one. And I'm like, I don't know if he's quite good enough. It's a bit of a madness, but it is what it is. We just got to pick one of them. Smash the likes up, people. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. Big up to Off Meta says, KDB still creates 70% of our chances. Extending for me, says Professor Off Meta Professor. Yep, for me, bro, it all depends on who we're bringing in. If we're bringing in a baller, then I'd let him go. If we're not, keep him. It looks like all falls says we beat Bruges. We probably play either Atalanta, Dortmund, Bayern, or Madrid. I do not want to see the Bayern Madrid front line versus our midfield back line. Fuck it, mate. You know what? If we get absolutely panned off them, it might fucking alert the sporting directors that serious major.
Shut, bro. Come on. They don't need more alerting.
Well, why not sign someone then, bro?
Bro, you know why? They probably identified the player they want, and they don't want to do a Nunes or Phillips again and then hinder the team in the long run. That's why they want Lewis on loan.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Bro, you don't want it. I know you say you want it. You don't want it. You don't want to be fucked in the ass by Real Madrid.
Bro, what is wrong with you tonight? You moving fucking hella sus tonight, bro.
But you don't want that. I don't want that. No one wants that.
I don't want to get knocked out off of Bruges, man. I don't want to get knocked out of Bruges, man. I'll hold the L against Real Madrid, Bayern and that. I don't want to hold no L against Bruges. League phase? Nah, man. Savio rinsed Cucurella first game of the season, right wing.
True.
He did. He did absolutely cook him, didn't he? You are right there. That was on madness as well, that. Bill Milan says, Mamouche will be great for this particular game. He's not as good as Alvarez playing in tight spaces, but he's better when playing with tons of space, which is something Chelsea will give you. That is true. I mean, Chelsea will probably take the game to us tomorrow. I wouldn't think that... I don't think Chelsea are going to sit back. I think they'll attack us. I think tomorrow's going to be a mad end-to-end game.
It's Maresca. He's not going... It doesn't matter what team he put out. He'll play the way he wants to play. Like, he won't compromise. So they definitely bring the games to us. But I'm not as sure as... What I've seen from Mamouche, he's better in tight spaces than Alvarez is.
I've only seen him once, so I can't really say on that particular point. But
from what I've seen from compilations, and I saw the same game as you against St. Pauli, for me, he seems better in tight spaces.
Did you watch that game against St. Pauli?
Yeah. I was on your stream as well.
Mate, he was fucking class that day, wasn't he?
It was, yeah.
Genuinely, I've been telling the chat, wasn't he the best player on that pitch by a country mile?
It was, yeah.
He scored the only one of the game. Yeah, I'd send it to Million. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Anthony as well. Says, who do you think can be the long-term replacement at right back since Karl has left the club?
Cambiasso.
It looks like it's going to be Cambiasso. I've only watched him once, so I can't really say like I back it. Obviously, a couple of people have shouted this Singo guy at Monaco. I've never seen Singo.
Isn't he a centre back?
He can play both. He's a right-sided centre back, so he can play centre back and right back. But there's a bit of
Nobbins.
Nobbins is pushing that one. A couple of people in the chat are pushing it. You could go in, see if you can get Hakimi maybe from PSG, but I'm sure there's something sus there. I'm not sure what I'm sure there was something sus back a couple of months ago. I don't know, man. Other than that, I don't really know who you could really go and get, mate. I think it's going to be Cambiasso though, bro. That's who the guys are saying. Like, it's kind of Cambiasso from Juventus, 60 million. So yeah, man, Singo's a beast, says Man City Canada. I've never seen him. I've only seen like the clips that Nobbins is putting a video on that. And listen, Nobbins can fucking sell players all day long. He's very good at it. So I was like, get him in. But then I seen some guy, you know that Euro
European lad.
No, not European lad. It's called not him. It's called like Euro expert or something. He works for the Athletic. This like ginger fella. He does like content online and he does like European football analysis and shit. And basically, he said he ain't sure about Singo. He said he's not sure he is good enough for City. And he's got no biases. He's just like watches the shit and then just does the reports and says, this is my opinion. He's got no sort of bias. He would have no reason to say he's not. But then again, like, who is he? Like, I don't know. Mamouche reminds me of Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, I sort of see it a little bit. I was gutted when we didn't get Alexis Sanchez, mate. Oh my God, bro. Liam, man. Holy shit, I forgot about this, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Mamouche's set pieces.
Very good.
Bro, I swear to fucking God, yeah. If he's on the pitch at the same time as Kevin and Kevin takes our corners, we need to sack our cat. Because this guy takes legit corners. Legit corners, man. Yeah, his corners are mad. Yeah, KDB's corners are awful, mate. Like, I don't know why he still takes them. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Vanch says I'll throw O'Reilly in midfield if it's an end-to-end game. It says Vanch, never going to happen. Quinton says Huzanov has never played in a back three, so that's a concern. I don't think he plays as a right back. I think he's going to stick with Nunes. I think he'll stick with Nunes. I don't think any of the new defenders are going to play. I think it'll be Gvardiol, Stones, Akanji, Nunes. And that's what I predict. It's not what's not necessarily what I'd pick, but that's what I think he'll do.
That would be so boring, bro. I want Kuznetsov to start, and I want him to shatter someone. Really, bro. A yellow for him is 5 times your money back. Just giving you the tip. I want people to be afraid when they turn around the ball and look at our defense. I want him to not injure anyone. I don't want that. But I want him to make someone tumble and fall around and be like, what the fuck just happened? What happened to me? Kuznetsov happened, bro.
Kuznetsov at right back would be diabolical, says Faisal. Stick a Kanji right back and pair Stones with Kuznetsov at centre back with a Gvardiol left back. I did suggest that, but Sai's saying communication issues could cause a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, man. I've not played football at a high enough level to know. Whether if I'm playing centre back and the guy next to me don't speak the same language, like, would it cause a major issue? I don't know. I ain't played the football at that level. In fact, I never played football with anyone that doesn't speak English, so I wouldn't have a fucking clue. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's going to be an absolute disaster. I don't know.
That's shit.
I don't know. But I don't know, man. I kind of think that, like, nah, this has happened bare time. You're telling me that, like, clubs have signed a new centre half that don't speak the same language and they just go, right, mate, you can't play until you learn the language. I don't think so, man. Quentin says also, I think Stones is being rushed, so he shouldn't start. He's definitely being rushed. 100% is being rushed. That's what I'm saying. He probably will get injured if he starts tomorrow. He probably will. Don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm surprised no one's saying it. The only reason no one's saying Vita Hayes, bro, is because obviously the shit that come out yesterday or the day before from Jack Gorn saying apparently the club are saying Abdikadir Huzanov is above Hayes in the pecking order. So that people are just saying, well, if that's what the club is saying, then why would you then start Hayes over Abdikadir Huzanov unless you want to play him right back? I don't know. But anyway, there we go. Anything else from you, bro?
See what I got. I'm going to be an uncle.
Yo, W.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
In the cover, what is it?
Chat.
From a week from now, I should be an uncle. So starting off great, isn't it?
Oh, it's a 2-pack.
Yeah. It's the way and home.
How much was that?
Like 35 quid.
Well, that's not that bad, is it?
No, I think it's fine. Yeah.
That's actually pretty cheap, man.
Yeah, but a baby probably outgrows that within a month or two or something.
Yeah, that is true. Whose name's on the back? Any names?
No names. No names.
No names. All right.
Yeah, because I thought about putting her name on it, but yeah, I'll wait with names till she's not grow out of it within a month or two.
Yeah, no, that is a madness. But GG's on that one.
Thank you.
Anything else, bro?
No, man, I'm excited for tomorrow. Well, excited and a bit nervous. It's for me, it's a big game. So, fuck me, I will do a lot of stuff if I win tomorrow. No diddy.
This is a good point. If you don't play him tomorrow, they can't play Champions League. I then throw them in at Arsenal.
Yeah,
probably not. It's fucking grim, innit? These fixtures are absolutely just done us big time.
Don't we play Luton? Was it Luton Orient? Leighton Orient. Between that, because I think they probably both start there.
Yeah, but bro, I'm telling you, man, like playing the English FA Cup at them sort of grounds, bro, like that has the hallmarks of an absolute stinking situation, man. So yeah, you probably would have to start them, but I could see them absolutely stinking a gaff out in a game like that, man. You know what I mean, it'll be like, oh, £33 million defender, absolutely crap against Leighton Orient, and it's just like, yeah, headlines have already been written. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, our fixtures are raw. We've got to throw them in at some point. And yeah, it's going to be disgusting. Whatever we do, we've got to hope and pray that when they actually do play, it's going to be decent. All right, and boys. Well, I will see you guys in an hour and 8 minutes.
Damn.
I will see you guys in an hour and 8 minutes, guys.
What are you
doing?
doing?
Watch along.
Watch along. Ah, yeah.
Brazil, Argentina, bro. Are you staying up? Are you watching or are you going to bed?
Oh, fuck no. I'm going to bed, bro. I'm old as shit. I need my sleep.
You got to hack it, no?
Yeah, bro. I see you. You're up to like 3 every single day almost. I'm like,
nah, that's not true, bro. Not every day.
Bro, I can see when you've been online. So
what do you mean you can see when I've been online? What do you fucking mean?
When you've done videos and all that shit, you're up to 3, man.
Nah, this is cap, bro.
No, it's not cap. It's true. I need my sleep.
Me and Chat have been having some good heart-to-heart conversations though recently. This is the situation, bro.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, I'll redirect you to the watch along. I'll be live in about an hour. We're gonna go live an hour before. We'll go live half an hour before kickoff, so we can find a stream in that Echeverry season, Brazil versus Argentina, man. We'll get live. We'll find a stream, and then we'll watch our boy Echeverry cook and Subiabre. We'll get that going, man. So anyway, smash the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Big up to Sai for jumping on. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Always.
And for those people that are joining me in a bit, I'll see you in an hour for Argentina versus Brazil.
Brazil.